Good evening, good evening. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another Pro Wrestling Talk video brought to you by Blitzball Champ Gaming here on the U to the Tube. I'm your host, Blitzball Champ Jason Ingram. Hope everybody had a blessed and safe Independence Day holiday celebration. Hope everybody got a chance to eat some delicious food, spend time with family, spend time with friends, enjoy some fireworks, but also stayed safe, if you know what I mean. So we also had a special event, a special two-night event, starting on Independence Day with New Japan Pro Wrestling Strong Independence Day, NJPW Independence Day, a big two-night event that took place on the 4th of July and the 5th of July at Korakuen Hall in Tokyo, Japan. And it was quite jam-packed with a lot of action. We had a lot of matches, and there were not one, not two, not three, but 4 total title changes between both night 1 and night 2. So we got a lot to go over. So let's go ahead and jump into NJPW Strong Independence Day night number 1, which was on the 4th of July. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started with my review. Here we go. Let's do it. Okay, so the pre-show for night 1 was a 6-man trios match. On one side, we had the team of Ryusuke Taguchi, Oskar Leube, and Yo, taking on the team of Kengo, Takahiro Katori, and Dragon Libre. Now, this was my first time seeing Kengo, Dragon Libre, and Takahiro Katori. I definitely liked Takahiro Katori. Was quite an interesting character, and Dragon Libre was really cool. So it was, those two are really interesting characters. But I liked them. I definitely liked them, especially Dragon Libre. Kind of reminds me a little bit of Dragon Kid. But yeah, this was a pretty decent match for the night 1 pre-show. Of course, it was obvious that the other team was going to end up winning, especially with the veteran experience. But it was still a pretty enjoyable match for what it was. But Yo of Chaos picked up the victory for himself, Oskar Leube, and Ryusuke Taguchi as he pinned Dragon Libre after hitting him with a direct drive. So, good opening match for the pre-show of Independence Day Night 1. Alrighty, let's move on to our next match. So to open up the main card of Night 1, we had a singles match where we had the DKC taking on Bad Dude Tito of TMDK. I have to say, I actually really enjoyed this match. This match was really good, back and forth. Of course, I've been liking the DKC more and more, ever since he started out in the New Japan dojo, and like I said, I've gotten a chance to see him wrestle live before at High Alert, which was a NJPW Strong event that happened in Charlotte, North Carolina. He teamed up with Kevin Knight, and I really liked what he brought to the table. So I definitely had my eye on him. And Bad Dude Tito, he's been with TMDK for a little while now, but this was definitely back and forth, hard hitting. It was a match that really could have gone either way, personally. But Bad Dude Tito ends up picking up the victory, hits the DKC with a tequila driver, or tequila screwdriver, almost pretty much similar to the Steiner screwdriver, and got the 1-2-3, and Bad Dude Tito, representing TMDK, picks up the victory in the opening match on the main card. But like I said, very solid match. Definitely enjoyed it from start to finish. Alright, let's move on to the next match. Alright, next up, we had another trios match, another 6-man tag team action. Team number 1, we had Zayne, Ryohei Oiwa, and the Murder Hawk monster Lance Archer taking on Team Filthy, made up of JR Kratos and the West Coast Wrecking Crew of Jorel Nelson and Royce Isaacs. Of course, you know, being that both JR Kratos and Lance Archer is in this match, you know, you know it's going to be hard hitting. You know it's going to be intense action. And this match definitely delivered. But I definitely liked the chemistry that I was seeing with Zayne and Lance Archer in this match, which of course, you know, West Coast Wrecking Crew also did their thing. And I also really liked excuse me. Please forgive me. Excuse me. JR Kratos and Lance Archer definitely had the moment of squaring off against each other, which was expected. But at the end of the day, Team Filthy would not be denied, as Jorel Nelson was able to get the pinfall on Ryohei Oiwa after hitting a West Coast classic. And Team Filthy picks up the victory in this hard-hitting back-and-forth match. I know that Zayne and Lance Archer, and even Ryohei had a decent showing, but this was all Team Filthy. So, it is what it is. But, let us continue on to the next match. Okay. We turn our attention to a singles match where we had TMDK's Kosei Fujita taking on the leader, the main man of Team Filthy Tom Lawlor. Now, of course, it's no surprise to see Tom Lawlor in this event. After all, he was the very first NJPW Strong Openweight Champion. But yeah, Team Filthy establishing some early momentum with the previous victory going into this match. Gotta give Kosei Fujita credit. He definitely looked pretty solid in this match. I didn't expect him to win, but you know what? He looked pretty solid in this match. I can't really complain. But Filthy Tom Lawlor was definitely going to get the win, and he came through after hitting Kosei Fujita with a NKOTB, covered him for the victory, and that's 2-0 for Team Filthy. Yeah, poor Kosei Fujita. He hasn't really had a lot of luck since joining TMDK, so it's kind of a bummer. He's been on the losing end a lot, but we'll have to see. Maybe his luck will change at some point. It is what it is. All right, let's keep it going. All right, next match. All right, we have ourselves a tag team match. On one side, we have the team of Rocky Romero and Eddie Kingston taking on Bullet Club's KENTA and Gedo. So this was a nice little preview tag team match, of which, of course, night 2 was Eddie Kingston versus KENTA for the NJPW Strong Openweight Championship. So this was a nice little preview of things to come here in night 1. Definitely like the duo of Rocky Romero and Eddie Kingston. I thought they were really cool. Um, it was good to see Gedo have a match. You know, every now and then he'll have a match, so I was digging that. But everything pretty much went how I thought it would go in this match for the most part. But Eddie and Rocky were victorious as Eddie Kingston takes out Gedo with a back fist to the future and pins him for the 1-2-3. So Eddie Kingston with some momentum in night one as he got ready to go into night two, his championship match. But great showing there from Rocky Romero and Eddie Kingston. All right. Let's go on to our next match. All right, time for the ladies to go into action. We had ourselves a tag team match. On one side, we had the team of Momo Kohgo of Stars and Willow Nightingale, the NJPW Strong Women's Champion, taking on Mafia Bella of Donna Del Mundo and Stardom, which these two ladies are 2/3 of the current Artist of Stardom champions. The leader, Giulia, and the Toxic Spider, Thekla. I gotta be honest with y'all. This was a very solid tag team match between both of these teams. I mean, we already know that Giulia and Thekla, you know, as Mafia Bella, have a lot of chemistry together, but I have to be honest with y'all. Momo Kohgo and Willow Nightingale actually gelled really well as a tag team. You know, they were doing a couple of double team moves and such. I mean, even Willow Nightingale press slamming using Momo Kohgo and throwing her at Mafia Bella. I was like, okay. You know, there was actually some good chemistry. Both ladies had each other's backs. You know, they were on point. You know, we got to see a good amount of high speed between Thekla and Momo Kohgo. You know what? This was a very enjoyable tag team match. It really was. I was digging it. But the champ, Willow Nightingale, puts away Thekla with Babe with a power bomb, or Babe with the power bomb, pins her for the 1-2-3, and Willow Nightingale and Momo Kohgo pick up the victory in night one, giving Willow momentum going into her title defense for night two. So great showing there. Like I said, Momo Kohgo and Willow Nightingale, I'd have to say, for their first time teaming up, they looked really good. Great chemistry. You know what? I wouldn't mind seeing them team up again in the future. Why not? You know? I'm hoping, personally, I think Momo Kohgo, I don't know about y'all, I think Momo Kohgo would be perfect for an overseas excursion. You know what I mean? Think about it. She not only speaks Japanese, she speaks English, and she speaks Spanish. She already has experience wrestling in CMLL in Mexico. You know, she's got some experience wrestling here in the States. You know, I would love to see Momo Kohgo. Because here's the thing. I don't expect Momo Kohgo to really get into any sort of big storyline anytime soon. You know, this is just my prediction. But, honestly, because she's not in the 5-star Grand Prix. You know what I mean? She's not in the 5-star Grand Prix. So, I mean, you know, why not? I would love to see Momo Kohgo on an excursion, you know, in the States. You know, why not? I think it would be a great opportunity to not only get her some more exposure, but potentially more success. You know, and just a little bit more activity alongside with what she's been doing in Stardom. After all, she still has yet to win any sort of big title. or anything like that. No tag title, no singles title, no trios, no nothing. So, you know, I know she's supposedly in her late 30s, but I mean, Momo Kohgo's in great shape. You know, she's got that high speed. She's got that, you know, that lucha style. You know, I think she could work some really good matches in the States or in Mexico, wherever. You know, the UK. Why not? So, I don't know. Y'all have to let me know what y'all's thoughts are on Momo Kohgo. The idea of her on an excursion, you know, outside of Japan. I'd say, why not? Me personally. But that's just me. Okay. Let's get into some title matches, shall we? Some good old title matches. Okay. Let's go. All right. So the first title match that we had for night 1, this was for the NJPW Strong Open Weight Tag Team Championships. The champs, who are currently double champs, Bishamon, made up of YOSHI-HASHI and Hiroki Goto of Chaos, defending the titles against the newly formed Bullet Club War Dogs, Alex Coughlin and Gabe Kidd. And I have to say, the Bullet Club War Dogs really got off to an early start against this tag team. And it definitely shows they wanted this badly. I mean, the aggressiveness, I mean, just the back and forth. I mean, they were already going up against a really tough team in Bishamon. You know, Bishamon has been on a roll. They've been a very, very strong tag team in New Japan Pro Wrestling. And you know what? Despite, you know, these two teams and the strength of Bishamon, Bullet Club War Dogs were able to punch their ticket and come away with gold. That's right. Gabe Kidd pins YOSHI-HASHI after him and Alex Coughlin hit the hijack pile driver, double team, finisher. Got the 1, 2, 3. And then on their first attempt, Gabe Kidd, Alex Coughlin, taste New Japan gold for the first time ever, as they are now the new NJPW Strong Openweight Tag Team Champions. So, congratulations to them. Quite a big start for them. Just joining Bullet Club, and bam, they walk away with gold. Pretty impressive. You know, I'm still trying to get used to Alex Coughlin, the android, as a member of Bullet Club. It hasn't really synced in yet because he doesn't look the part to me. But Gabe Kidd makes sense. But the android, I'm not feeling it yet. I might later, but right now I'm just not feeling it yet. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. All right, and that was the first title change. All right. How about our next championship match? All right. We had another set of tag championships on the line. This time we had the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Tag Team Championships. As the champs, United Empire's Catch 2-2, made up of Francesco Akira and TJP, defending the titles against Bullet Club War Dogs members Clark Connors and Drilla Maloney. Now, of course, this comes on the account of Catch 2-2 winning the titles back originally after defeating the Intergalactic Jet Setters and Kushida and Kevin Knight. And then afterwards, Drilla Maloney turns on Catch 2-2, sides with Clark Connors, joins the Bullet Club. Because remember, Drilla Maloney was with United Empire. I mean, he was with United Empire the entire time of the Best of Super Juniors tournament. So, yeah, like, what a crazy turn of events. You know what I mean? But I really enjoyed the mess out of this match. This was definitely in my top 3 favorite matches of night 1. I'd say the third one was definitely Willow, Nightingale, Momo, Kohgo versus Mafia Bella. But yeah, this match was awesome. Definitely back and forth. Got some good chemistry with Clark Connors and Drilla Maloney. Most definitely. And they have quite a pretty neat double team finisher that they were able to connect with. That's right. Drilla Maloney pins TJP after him and Clark Connors hit their double team finisher, which is like a suplex spear combination, which apparently they call the full clip. But yeah, got the 1, 2, 3 afterwards, and Bullet Club, once again, more gold, as Clark Connors and Drilla Maloney are now your new IWGP Junior Heavyweight Tag Team Champions. Like, back-to-back victories for Bullet Club War Dogs. And they just joined Bullet Club. Wow. That's crazy. That's really crazy. But, yeah. Congratulations to the Bullet Club War Dogs. Coming away in night 1 with some gold. Good stuff. Really good stuff. All right. Now for the main event of night number 1. Hold on, let me get to the graphic. Bear with me. Here we go. Main event, night 1. This came down to a doomsday, no disqualification match. We had the team of Jun Kosei and El Desperado taking on the team of Jon Moxley and Homicide. Whew. Yeah, this match was definitely brutal from start to finish. Everybody was bloodied up. I mean, we saw all sorts of crazy weapons. I mean, it was brutal. It was definitely brutal. The only thing that it really wasn't was a death match. This was probably like an extremely brutal non-death match. But, yeah, both these teams were wreaking havoc all over each other. I mean, El Desperado got his mask jacked up. Jun Kosei was all bloody. We got to see the skewers being used, and it was just, it was crazy. Saw a fork get used. I mean, just, oh, man. Definitely had almost like that GCW feel to it, I tell you. But both these teams just tore each other apart. But it came down to Jun Kosei and El Desperado coming away with the victory after El Desperado pins Homicide after hitting him with a Pinche Loco. Pinned him for the 1, 2, 3. And Jun Kosei, El Desperado, win your main event of NJPW Strong Independence Day, night number 1. But yeah, that was definitely very, very brutal. But you know what? All 4 guys looked really great and definitely showed why they belonged in the main event, for sure. But yeah, so night 1 in the books. Before we get on to night 2, here's a quick word about the sponsor, Game Beauty. As you continue to watch and enjoy Blitzball Champ gaming content here on the U to the Tube, be sure to check out the link in the description for Game Beauty, our sponsor. For an awesome lineup of video game themed makeup and cosmetic products, here is Game Beauty. They offer many different collections such as eyeshadow palettes, elemental pearl highlighters, and even this special Persona 5 Royal limited edition makeup collection. They also have free domestic and international shipping to most countries for orders over $60. And you can use the promo code BlitzballChamp and you get 10% off of your order for any and all purchases. So be sure to check out Game Beauty when you have an opportunity. Now, we shall return back to our regularly scheduled video. Enjoy. Alrighty. Night 2 of NJPW Strong Independence Day. Let's go. Alright, once again, we had a pre-show match to start off night 2. 6-man tag team action. On one side, we had the team of Ryusuke Taguchi, Bolton Oleg, and Master Wato, of course this year's Best of Super Juniors winner, taking on the team of Dragon Libre, Takahiro Katori, and Rekka. So this was actually my first time seeing Rekka. Never heard of him before. Of course, Dragon Libre and Takahiro Katori were in the pre-show of night 1. So, overall, pretty decent match. I can't really say. I mean, I know, I know Master Wato, Ryusuke Taguchi, and Bolton Oleg had control of that bunny rabbit for the most part that Takahiro Katori likes to carry around. But for the most part, it was a pretty decent match. Nothing too crazy. Not really any complaints, to be honest with you. But Master Wato picked up the victory for his team, hitting Rekka with a German suplex for the 1-2-3. And your Best of Super Juniors winner gets the victory for his team in the pre-show. Good stuff. Like I said, it's not really a whole lot I can say. It was a pretty decent match. Okay, let's keep it going. Okay, now to open up the main card, we have a singles match. Now, originally, this was supposed to be Oskar Leube against JR Kratos from Team Filthy. Unfortunately, due to an injury in night 1 that JR Kratos suffered from, he was not cleared and able to compete in night 2. So, Oskar Leube ended up having a surprise mystery opponent, which ended up being Satoshi Kojima. So, wow, quite a big test for Oskar Leube, but also quite a big honor as well. I mean, taking on the legendary Satoshi Kojima, it's a big deal. It's a really big deal. And you know what? I felt like he gave him a pretty decent fight. You know, for a young lion challenging a legend like Kojima-san head on, I think he gave him a pretty decent fight. I do. I really do. But we all know he wasn't going to defeat the Great One, Mr. Cozy Lariat himself. But he gave it a decent effort. But Satoshi Kojima picks up the victory after hitting Oskar Leube with a lariat, pinning him for the 1-2-3. But hey, I just think it's really cool that he got an opportunity to wrestle Satoshi Kojima. I think that's awesome, especially to open up night 2 of NJPW Strong Independence Day. I think that's excellent. I really do. Okay. Next match. All right, we had ourselves a tag team match. We had the team of Ryohei Oiwa and Homicide taking on Catch 2-2 of United Empire, made up of TJP and Francesco Akira. Now, of course, unfortunately, Catch 2-2 lost the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Tag Team titles to Clark Connors and Drilla Maloney in night 1. But they were still able to come back in night 2 and still look dominant and take care of business. That's pretty much all that I can say. TJP ends up picking up the victory, pinning Ryohei Oiwa after hitting him and Francesco Akira hit him with their signature finisher, the catch, or the 2-2, the running double knee strike. But yeah, they hit the 2-2, picked up the victory, catch 2-2, back on top. Even though they're no longer champions, they were able to finish off strong in night 2. So, good stuff. Alrighty. Let's keep it going. Okay. Next up, we had a tag team match. Now, when all 4 competitors came out, Rocky Romero got on the mic and issued a challenge, being that Clark Connors and Drilla Maloney won the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Tag Team Championships in Night 1. Rocky Romero issued a challenge for them to put the tag titles on the line against him and Yo, which Bullet Club War Dogs reluctantly agreed to. It took a bit, but they did eventually agree to it. Therefore, this turned into an IWGP Junior Heavyweight Tag Team Championship match, with Yo and Rocky Romero as the challengers, taking on the champs, Bullet Club War Dogs, Clark Connors, Drilla Maloney. I have to say, this was actually a phenomenal match. This match went back and forth, and Yo and Rocky Romero had some really close calls. I mean, they came like this little bitty close to winning this match. I mean, they looked really, really strong in this match. A lot of chemistry there, which doesn't surprise me, being that, they were, originally part of, Roppongi 3K, just no show. But still, not even that. They even hit a 3K during this match and almost got the victory, almost got the pin. But, Clark Connors, Drilla Maloney, ever since they got paired up, they've been looking really strong. And they really showed why they are the champs. And they were able to pull through, almost kind of squeak by in a way, and were successful in their first defense of the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Tag Team Championships, as Clark Connors pins Rocky Romero after him and Drilla Maloney hit their finisher full clip, that suplex diving spear combo. And yeah, just one night after winning the titles, they have their first successful title defense. So congratulations to Drilla Maloney and Clark Connors. But that was a phenomenal match. One of my favorites of the card for night 2. Alrighty. Let's keep it going. Alright, we're continuing on with the tag team matches. This time, we had a tag team match of Alex Zayne and Lance Archer, which apparently they have called themselves Monster Sauce. Monster Sauce. Taking on TMDK's Bad Dude Tito and Kosei Fujita. Pretty good match. I definitely like the back and forth between Alex Zayne and Bad Dude Tito, and even Lance Archer and Bad Dude Tito, had some nice back and forth action. But overall, pretty decent match. I'm not going to say it's like way up there, but it was a pretty decent match. And speaking of Monster Sauce, they ended up picking up the victory. Lance Archer pinned Kosei Fujita after hitting him with a lariat, although before Alex Zayne hit him with a flipping guillotine leg drop. It was almost kind of like a guillotine, like a flipping axe kick, almost before Lance Archer hit the lariat. But it was pretty neat. It was really pretty neat. But yeah, Monster Sauce picking up the victory, and yeah, they got some pretty good chemistry as a tag team. So hey, I was digging it. I was definitely digging it. You know? Let's see. Alright. Let's move on to our next match. Alright. Back to the trios. As we had a 6-man tag team match. We had the team of Tomohiro Ishii, Hiroshi Tanahashi. Of course, they are 2/3 of the never openweight 6-man tag team champions. And the DKC, all on one team, going up against Team Filthy, made up of the leader, Filthy Tom Lawlor, and the West Coast Wrecking Crew of Jorel Nelson and Royce Isaacs. I definitely enjoyed this match quite a bit as well. JR Kratos did come out and, and accompanied the team. Of course, he was all, bandaged up and everything. And Team Filthy had on their red, white, and blue patriotic gear. But yeah, this was a pretty good match. Definitely back and forth. But Team Filthy, although coming into this match, had a lot of momentum, especially with how well they did in night 1. Night 2 just wasn't their night, as Hiroshi Tanahashi was able to get the small package pin on Royce Isaacs to get the victory. So Tomohiro Ishii, Hiroshi Tanahashi, and the DKC end up the victors. But yeah, pretty decent match. Alrighty. Time to get into some championship matches, shall we? Let's do it. Once I can get the graphic. There we go. Alright. Let's go with some title matches. Let me get a sip of water while y'all are watching. Alright. First of, well, actually, no, this isn't the first of title matches because I forgot. We had the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Tag Team titles on the line earlier, so this isn't the first, but the second title match. The ladies back in action. This time, the NJPW Strong Women's Championship was on the line as Willow Nightingale, the champion, defends against the leader of Donna Del Mundo, who is 1/3 of the Artist of Stardom champions, Giulia. Let me tell you what, both these ladies were on point. This was an excellent match. I mean, Willow and Giulia, what a clash between these two superstars. I mean, quite a big test for Willow. I mean, this was pretty much their first singles match against each other. I mean, we know that they went up against each other in the tag match in night 1, but this right here, their first singles match against each other, and they delivered. They really, really delivered. Both these ladies had excellent chemistry and went back and forth. Like, both really were deserving of the spotlight for this match alone. Just for this match alone. It was back and forth, but Giulia ended up coming away with the last laugh as she was able to put away Willow Nightingale with a Northern Lights bomb, covered her for the 1-2-3. And once again, we have yet another double champion, as now Giulia of Donna Del Mundo is now your new NJPW Strong Women's Champion. So she has that. and the Artist of Stardom Championship as well. Well, first off, kudos to Willow Nightingale. I felt like they did a good job with her. You know, for one, not originally being the one to hold that title, because like I said, I'm pretty sure Mercedes Moné was supposed to win that, but she got injured in their match. Therefore, they had to call it audible, put the belt on Willow Nightingale. But she has been a good champion. I just felt like she lost the title a little too soon. I mean, she got a few defenses under her belt. I'll give her that. But me personally, I felt like she lost the title too soon. And secondly, I really don't see the point of putting this belt on Giulia. Although, what positives I do see is, number one, with Willow Nightingale losing this title, hopefully the idea is that now they can concentrate on putting her in like the main women's title picture on ROH or AEW. You know what I'm saying? Going after that ROH Women's Championship or going after the AEW Women's Championship. You know what I mean? So that's a good opportunity for Willow Nightingale. Now for Giulia, it's a little eh. Here's my thing with Giulia winning this title. One, I really don't feel like she needed it in the first place. But she's your second NJPW Strong Women's Champion. And being that the situation is supposedly Giulia's contract with Stardom is supposedly coming to an end soon. I don't know how soon, but the word is it's soon. So what I'm thinking of two possible things could happen. One, I think that she'll eventually lose the Artist of Stardom championships, you know, with Mai Sakurai and Thekla. I think they'll eventually lose those titles. And I think Giulia is going to start wrestling overseas. And, you know, with her having the Strong Women's Championship, it would pretty much make it easy for her to, you know, perhaps defend it in the Indies. But also, who knows? We might see her appear in ROH or AEW or, you know, along with whatever indie promotion she might do. Because I could see her overseas and still being able to defend the Strong Women's Championship. Or two, which I really, really don't think this will happen, but because I think there's a slight minuscule chance, if it were to happen, it wouldn't really surprise me, but it would irritate me. And I really hope this doesn't happen. But two, her and Mayu Iwatani face each other and they unify the IWGP Women's Championship and the Strong Women's Championship. I royally, royally hope that does not happen. That better not happen. That better not happen. I mean, it's already crazy enough that Giulia challenged Willow Nightingale for this title when Mayu Iwatani is sitting right there with the IWGP Women's Championship. No challengers. Has had the title since April 23rd. It is now June 6th, right now, as we speak. Or not June, July. It is now July 6th. and still not a single defense of that IWGP Women's Championship. This whole event was in Japan. This Independence Day. This was at Korakuen Hall in Japan. Like, you could have easily had Giulia versus Mayu Iwatani for the IWGP Women's Championship. Like, I have no idea what the heck they're doing. I really don't get it. Like, you literally have Mayu Iwatani there with the IWGP Women's Championship, which barely has gotten any love since its birth. Especially when it comes to title defenses. And they've already had 3 champions. They've had 3 champions now. I don't get it. I really don't get. I don't even know what the purpose of the IWGP Women's Championship is anymore. It might as well be the SWA title 2.0. It might as well be. Think about it. Think about it. How much have we even seen that title get showcased since its birth? I'm just saying, y'all, the evidence is right there. The evidence is right there. So, I mean, I don't know. I really don't know. It just kind of, I mean, on one hand, I kind of understand Giulia wanting to go overseas and whatnot and, you know, putting this title on her. Like, part of me gets that. But another part of me is like, okay, you have Mayu just sitting there, IWGP Women's Championship, just collecting up all the Mayu ditziness and all the Mayu sweat. And the belt has yet to be defended once since April 23rd when she won it from Mercedes. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. But it makes no sense to me. It really makes no sense to me. Anyways. Let's see. Okay, let's continue on. Okay, next up, we had the IWGP Tag Team Championships on the line. So this is the run back. The champs, Bishamon, YOSHI-HASHI, Hiroki Goto, defending against, once again, the new NJPW Strong Openweight Tag Team Champions in Bullet Club War Dogs, Gabe Kidd and Alex Coughlin. So, this is the run back. Bullet Club War Dogs were successful in night 1. And, of course, they started off same aggressiveness in night 2 with this match. And, you know, they definitely looked in championship form, that's for sure. But, you know, Bishamon was just fighting like their life depended on it, because they were not about to lose both sets of titles that they once had. It was definitely back and forth. Really good match. I do think their night 1 match was better, but still, this was still a really good match. But Bishamon was able to hold strong and pick up the victory as YOSHI-HASHI pins Gabe Kidd after Bishamon hit the Shoto on him. Pinned him for the 1-2-3, and Bishamon still walk away with IWGP Tag Team Championships. So, lost one, but kept the other. Fair deal, if you ask me. But yeah, Bishamon fell in night 1, but were successful in night 2. So, good stuff. Good stuff. Okay. This next one was a big one. We had the NJPW Strong Openweight Championship on the line. As the champion, Bullet Club's KENTA defends against Eddie Kingston. Now, of course, Eddie Kingston was already coming into this match with some good momentum. Because remember, him and Rocky Romero defeated KENTA and Gedo in night 1. So, had some good momentum. And I have to say, this match was hard-hitting. And, you know, Eddie Kingston was already very emotional. Just being in New Japan Pro Wrestling, wrestling at the Korakuen Hall in Tokyo, Japan. I mean, just, it's been one of his dreams. It's been one of his dreams. And just to have a stage like that, to be able to wrestle for an NJPW championship was huge. And y'all best believe Eddie Kingston, although he got jacked up, roughed up, had the crap beaten out of him, some way, somehow. It took a couple of back fists to the future, but one ginormous Northern Lights bomb to put away KENTA for good. 1, 2, 3, and Eddie Kingston becomes the new NJPW Strong Openweight Championship. His first piece of NJPW gold. And of course, you know, he was in tears after the match. You know, he shared an embrace with Homicide. And, you know, I'm really happy for Eddie Kingston. I first got a chance to see Eddie Kingston through Chikara. I've seen a lot of his matches live. And just, you know, I'm very happy for him. You know, from being able to have a dream match against Jun Akiyama, like, you know, from a lot of respect that he has for a lot of the Japanese legends, you know, for him getting a chance to compete at Korakuen Hall in a New Japan Pro Wrestling event, to him winning his first piece of gold, first piece of NJPW gold. Like, that's big. That is really big for him. So, like I said, I'm very happy for Eddie Kingston. Very happy. Like, he definitely deserved it. You know, he's come a long way. And, you know, just seeing him get all emotional, you know, him sharing that embrace with Homicide, you know, with it was a perfect ending. It was really a perfect ending to him. I know he wasn't in the main event or anything like that, but, you know, just him being able to, and not only that, beating somebody like KENTA, you know, that's not easy. You know, beating somebody like KENTA. So, I really believe that he earned this. He definitely earned this. And you know what? I hope he has a good run with the Strong Openweight Championship. We all know that Filthy Tom Lawlor was the longest reigning. He was the first and longest reigning. I believe he was the longest reigning, if I remember correctly. Because I don't think Fred Rosser surpassed his reign. I don't think he did. But still, I hope Eddie Kingston has a long reign. I really do. I think he deserves it. I really do. Whether it's 6 months, a year, I think he deserves a long reign. I do. I really do. So, congratulations to Eddie Kingston on becoming the new NJPW Strong Openweight Champion. Awesome sauce. Okay. And then we finish off night 2. Wait a minute. 1 second. Where's my graphic? There it is. There's my graphic. All right. Main event of night 2 of Independence Day came down to a final death match, which was El Desperado versus Jon Moxley. And I tell you, I mean, the main event of night one was already nasty enough, but this one definitely was on that level and then some. I mean, we saw forks. We even saw Moxley use a broken end of the guitar or ukulele or whatever that was. I believe it was a guitar, and just was like shoving it in Desperado's face. And then I think even he got a portion of it. You know, a fork to the head. He even dug that fork into El Desperado's mask and was trying to rip it all up and everything like that. And there was even a spot where both had a set of skewers and tried to skewer each other's heads. Like, oh man, it was nasty. It was really nasty. I mean, Pinche Locos here, Death Riders here, Pinche Locos there, Death Riders there. Just back and forth. I mean, whew. But Moxley was able to escape with the victory. Both did a lot of damage to each other, but one final Death Rider did El Desperado in. And Jon Moxley victorious in the main event of night 2. And all bloodied and messed up. He did get on the mic and he talked about what an honor and privilege it was to be back in New Japan Pro Wrestling ring. Not only that, but he gave shout outs to Jun Kasai, who was on commentary for this match, but gave shout outs to him for the opportunity to wrestle against him in night 1, in the tag match main event in night 1. So I thought that was really cool. But a nice, good finish to an incredible 2-night event with NJPW Strong Independence Day. Definitely enjoyed them both. Some might ask what I thought was better, night 1 or night 2. That's tough. I like them both equally. I actually like them both equally. You know, they both had their great matches and their moments. I like both nights equally, to be honest with you. I really do. I really do. But, wow. Another big NJPW Strong event in the books. And I tell you, there's quite a lot to look forward to with New Japan Pro Wrestling. Now, of course, we know G1 Climax 33 is right around the corner. As a matter of fact, Saturday, July 15th, that is next weekend. Next weekend. So only about a little over a week away before the G1 Climax 33 starts off. And of course, that goes from July 15th, and the finals will be on August 13th. And don't forget, speaking of August, we got some goodness to look forward to in August, because we got the All-Star Junior Festival 2023, this time in the U.S. They recently, a while back, had one in Japan. Now they're going to have one in the U.S. That's August 19th, and that'll be in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, the 2300 Arena. We got another Impact NJPW Multiverse United show called For Whom the Bell Tolls. And that'll actually be a day after the All-Star Junior Festival. So that's August 20th. Wow. So that's going to be a big weekend. August 19th and 20th. Oof. And in the same arena. Whew, that's wow. Philadelphia, y'all are blessed. And they got the Road to Destruction tour, which starts September 8th, and that will go to September 23rd. And then September 24th is Destruction in Kobe. So that'll be at the Kobe World Hall. And then let's see. And then they will continue their Road to Destruction tour from September 25th to October 8th. And then they got Destruction and Ryogoku. So Destruction and Ryogoku is on October 9th. So Destruction in Kobe, Destruction in Ryogoku. So we got that to look forward to. And then, let's see. Also, oh yeah, they revealed the graphic for Wrestle Kingdom 18 at the Tokyo Dome. Check out the graphic. That is the graphic for Wrestle Kingdom 18 in the Tokyo Dome, which will be January 4th of 2024. So definitely looking forward to that. Should be big. Hopefully much bigger than this year. So especially for the ladies, because that IWGP Women's Championship match between Kairi and Tam was way too short. Way too short. So hopefully they make up for that. And I'm pretty sure they're probably going to do two nights. But yeah, that is your Wrestle Kingdom logo for next year. January 4th. A couple of days before my mom's birthday. So, should be good. Should be really good. But that will do it for this video. Like I said, NJPW Strong Independence Day. Great show. Enjoyed both nights. And yeah, great event to check out during the Independence Day holiday. Definitely worth it. But anyway, that's it for this video. Don't forget to check out the link to Game Beauty. And also, let me know what y'all's thoughts were on NJPW Strong Independence Day. Did you enjoy both nights? Did you enjoy one more than the other? What'd you think about the title matches? What'd you think about the title changes? Bullet Club War Dogs coming away with 2 sets of gold. IWGP Junior Heavyweight Tag Team titles. NJPW Strong Openweight Tag Team titles. Giulia became the NJPW Strong Women's Champion. Eddie Kingston became the NJPW Strong Openweight Champion. So, a lot of action there. Some big results. But let me know what your thoughts are on the show. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell while you're at it. And thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the content. For another Pro Wrestling Talk video brought to you by Blitzball Champ Gaming here on the the Tube. My name is Jason Ingram. Hope everybody has a blessed day tomorrow, and I will see y'all in the next video or live stream. See you later. Peace.